All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to those that are doing this work in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Nathan Yala from the GMS Camp Atlanta, coming back at you through the Spirit with another lesson. And I pray and hope this lesson is edifying. And so we see, a lot of things happening, a lot of prophecies popping off, and we see that Esau is doing the damn thing to his own people, not just Jake. All right, with this new revelation with ICE. Okay, so we're seeing prophecies unfold all over. We're seeing sedition. Well, we're seeing the government turn on the people, and eventually, very soon, the people are going to just straight have sedition against the government, and we're almost to that point. We're almost to that point. We see that they've killed one of their own. All right, a YT woman. All right, this woman here. Okay, so here's a picture of her right now. And there's an outrage going on with this. Okay, so these people that are in power right now, the wicked that are in power, they are killing everyone. They're coming down with great wrath. They don't care, right? Now, me personally, I think that Donald Trump is doing his best to cause these wars, so that he won't go to prison for everything that he's done. Okay, and he's just a madman. I mean, he's threatened Colombia. They talking about going into Mexico, which the consensus is they're going into Mexico, right? So we see all of these prophecies coming to pass. So let's start off with Habakkuk, second chapter. We're going to start off at verse 3, and it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." All right? So, there are times where you have decades where nothing happens, and then you have weeks where decades happens. And we're in the time right now where in the weeks where decades happen. So when you go to Habakkuk 2 and you look at this word tarry, it means to wait or to pause, okay? And it's maha,
Strong's H 4102. Mahach.
All right.
Mahach.
And it says to linger.
Second entry. Mamach.
Delay. So when it says the word tarry, these are the times where you have decades where nothing happens. Okay? So right here in verse 3 where it says, "But at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry." So these are decades where nothing is happening. Okay? These are decades where nothing is happening, right? But here in this one it says, "Wait for it, because it will surely come and will not tarry." And there are going to be times where weeks happen, where decades happen in those weeks, like we're experiencing now. We're experiencing all of these nations. The wars and rumors and wars, the earthquakes, all of these things the Lord said that was going to happen are happening in great volume. So the vision is speaking. It's not waiting anymore. And very, very soon, those men that have been so animately out on or let's say vehemently out on the highways and the byways, doing these videos, doing these lessons, pushing out this truth, it's going to come to an end. We're coming to a point where prophecy is happening. We no longer have to talk about it. It's happening now. So these are the last few moments where the prophets are actually going to be saying stuff about what's happening. Okay? because it is happening now. We no longer need to prove or prophesy about it anymore. It's happening. Okay? And things are going to get so bad so soon that a lot of people are going to start trying to turn to Yahweh Shem Yahushua and find those prophets that knew these things were going to happen before they did. And you're not going to be able to find them. Okay? The Lord is closing this window. Hey, I would dare to say that the window is damn near closed. Okay? Like there's you ain't it's hardly any. If you get through there, it'll be a miracle by now. I truly believe that the elect are sealed. All the fallouts, whether they have displayed that they're going to fall out or not, it's going to happen. The year of apostasy. And those people that were meant to be in this thing that get it, they're going to stay and get it. All right. But, you know, as I was saying, these prophecies are coming to pass in great volume right now. What do we have? We have Trump, who just did this whole Maduro thing, right? You have Trump threatening the other nations. At the same time, you have the fiber of American economy and the fiber of American life breaking down right before you, right? So you have this storm of all of these things to happen. So eventually, it's going to hit a singularity. The only thing we're waiting on is the collapse of the dollar and the MOTB to become mandatory. And once these things happen, you're going to start seeing those bombs drop, and they're going to drop and keep on dropping. So I pray, through the Spirit that hey, if I be at the elect, I'm out of here. We out of here. Okay, that's what we want. We want to be out of this place. All right. So it says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied." You know, this is the type of devil, man. This is the man that will have, say, if he's got 100 acres of land, which is a big ass plot of land, right? You got a lake with fresh water, right? Crystal clear. It has, clean fish like sea bass, trout, things of that nature. Or I wouldn't say sea bass, but bass, trout, big mouth bass, trout, salmon, in that lake that you can fish, and it's plenteous, nutritionally dense, right? You got a nice piece of land that's rich in minerals, gold, silver, different types of minerals that you can use to build on, right? You have a rich soil so you can grow nutrient dense crops, to feed yourself. You have enough land for cattle and livestock, so you're rich in that, right? Okay. So you basically have everything you need and everything you want on that land. Can't get any better, really. Then you look over at your neighbor's land. See, I want that too. You have no need to want it because you already have everything you need and didn't want, but you want his because you can't be satisfied. Okay, you oppress a man and his heritage. And this thing that's going on with Maduro right now. He just went over there and said, we're just gonna take your shit. Okay, so but this has always been the MO of the so-called white man, but now the world can see it. Okay, it says verse 5 again. It says, "Yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all peoples." Okay, I'm gonna grab one more. This is Isaiah 55:11, and it says, "So shall my word goeth forth out of my mouth; it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." So right now we're seeing the prophecies of Yahweh Shem Yahushua come to pass in great fashion. All right, you no longer have to wait for the prophecies to happen anymore. We're seeing them. All right. So I have a couple videos here. The one, we have the video of the woman getting, put to death, which, if I can say, No one perishes being innocent, especially these YT people. This woman was a lesbian. Okay, she was married to another woman. All right, so she didn't get, if hey, that act, hey, you know what the scriptures say. Okay, so she was wicked. However, this just goes to show you that he will kill his own. All right, which is going to further fuel the sedition. So without further ado, let's play this video.
Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? What the fuck? No! No! Shame! Shame! Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? What the fuck? You just fucking, what the fuck did you do?
All right, so y'all seen the clip. We played it again.
No! No! Shame! Shame! Oh my fucking...
Now, see, the chick with the phone already knew something was going to happen. She knew when they saw him get out the car that they was about to do something to that woman. Okay? So they just put her ass to death. Now then you have the mayor of Minneapolis saying, let's listen to him speak.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everyone. They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bullshit. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you. And it's also on you to leave. They are already trying to spin this as an...
Now they've been doing this to Jake for years, but now they did it to one of their own. As I showed you the picture earlier of that YT woman. It's a white woman, okay, a white woman. So they mad. How dare you do this to one of us, right? But guess what? The Lord said what? Let's go to the book of Isaiah 19. And what did he say? He said, the verse 2, it says, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. That's these, and the modern day Egyptians is the so-called white man, the oppressor. Okay? So he's setting y'all at odds with each other. All right? Y'all can't stand it. Even the ones that are closest to him can't stand this man. All right? And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And these states are kingdoms. Okay? This is a province under a different name, or a kingdom under a different name, but it's still a kingdom. And each one of these states cede their power to the federal government. And now the federal government is talking about freezing funds to states, right? The federal government is talking. Let me see if I can find it. I'll just let you listen to it. If I can find it real quick. Let's see, because I was just listening to it this morning. Because basically, they were talking about how the states are. Let me see if this is it.
Trump's executive revokes every single state's certification.
Well, here we go.
Trump's executive order revokes every single state's certification for federal elections. He's saying that not one state in this country is able to hold a federal election at this time. He's requiring that every state's system go through the certification process again with the new requirements that he's just making up. Now, this is going to be challenged in the court, but basically he wants to give access to his billionaire buddy to every single voting system in this country. And he's setting things up so that he can disregard any state he wants. He can choose not to certify their systems, and then their votes don't count. This is insane, and this is the worst part of the EO. This is him dismantling elections in the United States of America. Call your state legislators.
And see, that's the first thing they say. Call your state legislators. Like that shit really work. People don't give a hell about you, man. Your vote don't even count. Your votes come through the elections happen through the electoral college anyway. So your vote don't even count. You know? So now the federal government is not certifying the states to be able to vote. This is what's happening. So he's trying to dismantle everything. All right. Verse 3, and it says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof." That's this union. That's this pump. This we're better than everybody. They're gonna come to the realization that this country ain't shit and they ain't either. Okay. And all of this pride is just going to fall because they're going to realize what the hell they prideful for. They really don't have nothing. Okay? So the spirit of Egypt is going to fail. It's failing right in front of you. All right? And it says, and the spirit of Egypt and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall speak to the idols and the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. And the Egyptians will I hand over into the hands of a cruel Lord. A fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord. And that's DJ Trump. Okay? This man is cruel. He don't give two shits about warring and people. You heard what he said about one of his own that was killed. He said they gave the dude immunity. They said he got absolute immunity. And this is one of their own. Okay? So they don't care about y'all people. They don't care about y'all. All right? Now I got one video from Canadian Prepper. Right? And he's going to go over a lot of other things that are happening. Okay? That are happening outside of America. So we seen a lot of the stuff with ICE is happening inside of America, but look what's happening outside of America.
Are you ready for this? In the first week of 2026, we have seen Navy SEALs board and seize a Russian vessel. Yes, Navy SEALs, not the U.S. Coast Guard, the specialist of special ops, seize a Russian oil tanker in international waters with Russian nuclear submarines and warships intel. Okay? We also had the Russians put to sea the largest nuclear submarine that is armed with 6 nuclear propulsion nuclear drones that are maneuverable coastline killers with a potential payload of 100 megatons. Okay? Okay, first week of 2026, we have Donald Trump proposing a $1.5 trillion military budget for 2027. That is 50% more than the record. $1.5 trillion to build a dream World War III military. Are you still with me? We have a Russian oil tanker that was hit today. We have the 4th largest city in Ukraine completely blacked out. We have the Iranian protests reaching a fever pitch as internet in the country has been completely shut down. No internet. We had the Maduro thing at the beginning of the year where they captured a president in the middle of the night and initiated a war on the country with the world's largest oil reserves. First week of 2026. Are you ready for this? In the first
All right, so hey, hey, we see it. We see it, man. First week of 2026. You know, this year is not disappointing, and for men that's been prophesying this thing, man, we're excited. We want this thing to keep on ramming up. Okay, we as Elder Apostles Tahar say, which I believe, man, we might be out of here by the end of this year. If we be the elect, we might be out of here by the end of this year, beginning of next year. Hopefully, sometime between now and then, and between 2026 and 2027, because a lot can happen between now and then. Okay, but a lot of y'all people about to be effed up. But the servants of the Lord, we're gonna be straight. Okay, so let me go to Second Ezra, the 9th chapter. I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, "And he answered me and said, measure the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the world being visited because all the things are happening, right? It says, "Therefore, when thou shalt see earthquakes, prophecies, and uproars of the peoples, prophecies in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before, even from the beginning." Okay? His word shall not return unto him void. He spoke of these things in the beginning. He told you what was going to happen in the end. It's just like a storyteller. When you write a story, right, he's telling you what's going to happen from the beginning to the end. Right? It's the same thing the Lord doing. He's telling us what his story is going to be from the beginning to the end. And this is how it's ending. And we're watching the ending play out right now. And the prophets have been telling you this, hey, for a very long time. And now it's here. And eventually, very soon, you will not hear from the prophets anymore. What's the sense of hearing from a prophet when the things that he's been talking about for such a long time are now happening? You don't need to hear from him no more. Okay? And that's what we see. We see, okay, what we see is the prophecies coming to pass in great fashion. Okay? So, get Second Ezra the 15th chapter, and then we're gonna close out on that. Second Ezra 15. And around verse 15 to 16, but I'm gonna read verse 1 and 2. You know what? The whole thing is you know what? I'm just gonna start at the top because everything is relevant. You know, the spirit. You know, hey, everything that's happening right now on the top of this page is happening. It says, "Behold, speak in the ears of my people the words of the prophecy." Okay, saith the Lord. The prophecies. So we're telling you the prophecies of things to come, and these things are here now. "Behold, speak in the ears of my people the words of prophecies which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord." So the Lord gave us this, man. We're not making this up. Yahweh Shem Yahushai gave us this. It says, "Fear not the imagination against thee, and let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." That's why we still doing this. We don't care about what y'all saying. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness," and that's what y'all Jake's about to get. You know, y'all don't want to get it. Oh, y'all can't get it. Oh, okay. Well, hey, you're gonna have to die. You know, the same showing by after death by pain. It says, "Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." What are we seeing? "For wickedness have polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." Esau, he did everything he needed to do. He created all the pain he needed to create. It's done. Okay? "Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And we want this place to go down. We're tired of living here. This place is boring, it's evil, it's wicked, you know. You can't prosper here. Everything is bad. There's nothing that's good. You know, you look at your children and hope that they're yours, okay? Because these women go out and do whatever they want, and you look at them and that's, you get a little, you know, a little glimmer of joy, but you really can't enjoy them. They go off to these schools and, you know, and they're being taught whatever, and you got to go home. They got to come home and you got to dispel that shit. You know, the food is messed up, right? The women are just through. The system is through. Okay, they poison the water, the food. Okay, they poison you with their medical technology. You know, the technology that they use is dirty technology that poisons you as you use it, right? Then the experiments that they do on people, willingly or unwillingly, right? The child sacrifice, the organ harvesting, all right, the sexual immoralities. All right, you can just go on about this man's hurtful works and the things that he does. I mean, if you can imagine it, he's done it. And I sincerely mean that. If you can imagine it, he has done it. All right? Verse 8, it says, therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people are led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt. And we just read about Egypt in Isaiah the 19th chapter, and how this place is not talking about the ancient Egypt. It's talking about modern day Egypt, the place, a house of bondage. Okay. It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and destroy all the land thereof. So, hey, that's when the thermonuclear missiles, just like we heard with Canadian Prepper, how Russia is locked and loaded, and so is China. Any day now, we may see a small escalation, but it's not going to fully escalate until that MOTB hit. It says, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail and the fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell in. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and this mirrors Isaiah the 19th chapter. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, which are going to be guns, as a modern day swords. For there shall be sedition among men. Now, when you go here to the governor, right, he's saying F them. And then you hear, you know, this lady that I just played talking about how Trump is revoking the state's registration to vote. Okay? So there's definitely sedition. People are going to turn on their government. That's what sedition means. It's to turn on your officials and your government. And it says, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Because when you can go out driving, because see, the lady was just, if you go back and you watch the video, she was letting people out because the road was, it was something going on with the road or whatever. They had to turn around or something like that. So she was just letting people go by and let traffic clear. And then the ICE agents got out and did what they did. Okay? Like, hold up. She's in the middle of the road. Okay, we're not going to ask what happened. We're just going to go ahead and just do what we do. Okay? So people are going to get to the point to where they're going to see these officials, these police officers, these ICE agents, these National Guard members, and they're going to automatically say, these people are trying to kill me. They're not here to help me. We saw them just murder somebody for no reason, right? They didn't ask for nothing, her ID, no nothing, right? They just went up to the car, get out the car. They didn't say, hey, excuse me, is everything okay? And then the lady probably been like, oh yeah, well, you know, I'm just letting the people go by. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go by too. Oh, okay, well, you have a nice day. No, they just went to the car, get out the car. And she like, no, because she already knew what was about to happen, so she tried to pull off. And then she turned the wheel to the point to where, you know, when you watch the video and they're trying to spin it, right? But when you watch it,
God! What the
and then she flagged him to go by. Flagged him to go by.
No!
Right? Get out the fucking car. It was they didn't even ask her what's going on. Just get out the fucking car. And I'm wondering, where did this guy even come from? Because he didn't get out the car with the other two.
No! Shame! Shame! Oh my fucking god!
You see that? So my man, when she hit him, when he stepped to the side of the car, he wasn't even in danger. So he just killed her because she didn't obey him. That's the only reason why, that's why police were, oh, you're resisting. You're not listening to what I tell you to do. So you gotta die.
No! No! Shame!
See, look.
Shame!
And he's on the side of the car. Right? And then you see him holstering his weapon.
Oh my fucking god! What
He
the
holstered
fuck?
his weapon like he didn't even care. He didn't walk over to her to see if she was hurt. It's like, all right, she dead. I just killed her. Who cares? Right? So my whole point of the matter, let's go to I think it's 2nd Ezra 14. Might be Ecclesiasticus 14. Yes, Ecclesiastes 14. Ecclesiasticus 14. It's Ecclesiasticus 14 and 5. 14. It says, "He that does evil to himself, to whom will he do good? To whom will he be good?" And when it says to him that does evil to himself, it's not just talking about treating yourself bad. It's about also how you treat your people, how you treat your family. You know, because ultimately, you know, you all are one people. So if you're abusive to your people, who else are you going to be abusive to? Okay. All right. So you can expand that to your people. All right. Got your ass. Um. So yeah, to him that will do evil to himself, to whom will he do good? Right. And that's exactly what you see. Um. What's happening here is this is the cruel Lord. Okay. This is under the rulership of the cruel Lord. All right. Because the scriptures say, as the king saw the officers and saw the judges, roughly paraphrasing. So this is an image of the spirit of Trump. He don't care about his, okay? He don't care. But this is all prophecy, and these things need to happen in order for the end to come. Okay? So what you're seeing here, as Canadian Prepper said at the beginning, and I might entitle this that, hey man, we only 9 days in, we ain't even a full 2 weeks in, and look at everything that's happening. Okay? This thing's about to pop off, and eventually the prophets are not going to be on the highways and the byways. All right? And the Lord gonna hide us. Okay? So with that, I pray this edifying lesson. I'm ended off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakar Kodesh. Double honors to the elders and the apostle, great millstone. To the next time, I say shalom.